Hello all, welcome to Billionaire. So today we are going to discuss top shares to be watched in 2022. So this is the list of stock that we have come up with. So this is a part of our research where we have selected some stocks based on our research. We visited some sites, we gathered some data and then come up with the list. So we are going to discuss all types of stocks, small cap, large cap, or mid cap, etc. Right? So yeah, this list. So we are not going to just give you give you the list of stocks, but we are also going to tell you the method that with which you can search and find out your own list. So stay tuned. This is just not just a presentation. It will also have some of the basic aspects of fundamental analysis, or you could say uh, some some method you can use to find out the shares, as well as we will see some charts as well based on technical analysis, how we can look for the levels. So those things we are also going to discuss. So let's get started. So yeah, so first thing, that this is our disclaimer, read it carefully. So there is no guarantee of profits or no exception from losses. Okay, so the investments are subject to market risk. So you need to discuss with your financial advisor or study on your own, and then only decide whether you have to invest in any stocks or not. So yeah, and even we are not an registered analyst. So yeah, you have to take care that any capital that you invest in the share market or securities, entire capital can be wiped out. The stocks can go up and down as well, and the past performance is not a guide for future performance as well. Okay, so and also that uh, we have invested in some of the shares. So that is a disclaimer, that is another disclosure, you could say. So we have invested in some of the shares, yeah, and we may not invest in all of the shares that we are discussing here. So that decision is up to us. So yeah, this is our disclaimer. So let's get started. So here what we are going to discuss, so methods to shortlist the stock. So first we are going to discuss what are the methods to shortlist the stocks. Then we are going to discuss list of shares. Then we are going to see how the fundamental analysis works and how the technical analysis works. So yeah, so the main part here is uh, before searching for your stocks, you need to define your goal for the investment. So you have to define the goal, like how much returns you want, for what purpose you want, when you want to withdraw the investments. So these things you need to define beforehand. And also you have to define the second part is decide on the investment strategy. So what you can do is, there are different methods of investment, right? You can do a monthly sip in the stocks. So you can create a basket. So if you are using Zerodha, you already know that there is a small case in which you can create a list of stocks and then you can invest monthly in them. So yeah, you have to decide your investment strategy as well. And yeah, you have to define the strategy of investment, in the sense that you have to know the exits, when to exit, when to enter, and when to conclude your, you could say, investment, or you could completely withdraw the investment. So you might be investing for retirement, then uh, before the retirement itself, you have to start slowly withdrawing the amount, so that you will not be stuck in the markets adverse moments against your investment, right? So yeah, this is the way you need to define the strategy. And apart from that, uh, there are different parts of investment, or you could say you need to do proper research before doing the investment. So in that, you have to do the fundamental analysis, and then you have to use the technical analysis to find out the levels. So in fundamental analysis, there are two parts. One is qualitative analysis and second is quantitative analysis. So qualitative analysis means what company is doing, like you have to research what is the company's product, what is its future plans, whether it's going to whether it's an export oriented company, or whether it's serving to uh, in Indian customers only. So those things you need to decide based on qualitative analysis. So qualitative analysis means you have to check whether the company qualifies for the investment. So whether there are future, whether the company is stuck in the like selling only single product and stuck in the same loop itself, or yeah. So other than yeah, okay. So sorry for that. I had paused the video. Yeah. So now we were checking about qualitative analysis. So we have to decide whether there are expansion plans of the company or not, whether it's an export oriented, whether it's exporting the products or not, whether its margin are good or not. So, and whether there is a future opportunities for the company to expand its growth. So these things we need to decide before we go and research the before we jump into the qualitative analysis, like doing the number crunching. So qualitative analysis, sorry, quantitative analysis is about number crunching, meaning to say that you go and check the numbers, you visit the different sites, you go and check their P ratio, where be their ROC, be their industry P or their market capitalization. So all these are numbers. So these are quantitative analysis. So they will give you some basic idea about the company's current performance or past performance. Okay, so these are the quantitative analysis that you need to do after you select the company. So first selection criteria is whether the company has future growth or not. So after that comes the technical analysis. Once you do a qualitative analysis and then quantitative analysis, then you have a list of stocks. So from that you choose the stocks and do the technical analysis and find out the levels for entry and exits. So that's the main crux of researching the company and investing in a proper way. So yeah, hope you understand the method. So next we are right away going to jump for the list of stocks. So first is we are going to check uh, blue chip stocks. Okay, so blue chip stocks are constant performance and are financially stable. So these stocks have big market capitalization, majorly more than 1 lakh crore. Okay, they are financially sound, they have strong fundamentals. They like over the period of time they are continuously enhancing their market operations, and they rank high in their respective industries. So such stocks are have large distribution network, and they sell the quality products. Okay, and if there are any economic downturns like the COVID fall and all, they are more resilient to that. Like they are able to sustain any such big economical downturns. So these are the companies. This is the list of companies that I have come up with. So I have found 5 stocks. There are a lot other. So you can go and check the Nifty 50. In Nifty 50, first first 10 to 20 shares may fall into blue chip stocks category. So you can go and research research those stocks. So these are a couple of examples, like Kotak Bank, and in a banking space, Kotak Bank and Axis Bank. So why not ICICI or HDFC Bank? They have already grown, and they have already established the customer base. So going forward, we want to have some good risk and reward ratio, right? So Kotak Bank and Axis Bank look to be a very attractive. uh, kotak bank in uh, Kotak Bank is more focused on premium customers. Axis Bank is growing in all the areas, and they are like um, they are moving in the same direction as like an ICICI Bank. Okay, so yeah, Axis Bank is more towards giving the commercial loans, but yeah, they are now going in a stable way. So both these banks, Kotak Bank and Axis Bank, they have different business verticals. So they are in a AMC business, like they are selling mutual funds. They have life insurance business as well, and apart from that, uh, they are doing the banking operations. They have different branches. They are giving loans to the customers, and from that they are earning. So this is the way these two banks are growing. So going forward, we are considering that there is a good opportunity for them to grow and show us some more growth, as well as there will be a good appreciation in the share price. So next is Reliance Industries. So Reliance Industries is into telecom, oil business, and uh, retail business. Okay, so these are the 3 businesses that they are currently working on. Apart from that, their future venture is into the renewables. So Reliance is also looking a diversified company, and they have 3 verticals right now. Okay, and they are supposed to be going more and more up uh, from here on. So any corrections are good opportunity for us to grab the stock. Next is HDFC. So all the HDFC group shares So HDFC Limited has the holding in all their uh, other other companies, like be that HDFC Bank, HDFC Life, HDFC AMC. So all those different banks, HDFC has the holding. Then apart from that, they are on into the lending business. So they are NBFC. They are giving loans for cars, for car loans or home loans, etc. So these kind of loans they are giving. So yeah, HDFC is another stock which is, you could say, an holding company as well as an NBFC. So it's a full package and it's available at decent valuations. So apart from that, L&T is similar. L&T is on the similar notes, but L&T is into the engineering as well as it's an holding company. So it is holding L&T Financial Housing. It is holding Mindtree IT company. Then it has L&T, L&T Tech, L&T Infotech. Okay, so these are the companies L&T is having holding as well as they are in a construction and uh, engineering, like engineering stuff, right? So yeah, so L&T is also a good constant performer, and yeah, even their valuations are justified. So like we have to wait for the corrections. L&T has also run up very good after the COVID drop. So yeah, we have to wait and watch for L&T's some retracement levels to grab the stock. So yeah, in IT space, which the third largest company is HCL Tech, right? In IT space after TCS and Infosys, the other company that we need to look at is HCL Tech. It is available at decent valuation. So without losing much more time, let's jump on to the large cap stocks. So large cap stocks have market capitalization more than 20k crore. So yeah, some of these are already in a more than 1 lakh crore, like Bajaj Auto and ITC. Yeah, they are in a they can fit into the blue chip category as well. But yeah, this is the way that I have analyzed them, and I have added them into the large cap stocks. So these are the list of large cap stocks. Bajaj Auto, Hero Motocorp, they are into automobile industry, selling the two-wheelers. ITC into the cigarette and FMCG business. UPL is in pesticides and agrochemicals. So Havels is in capital goods, or you could say they are into the selling electrical equipments, or you can call them as a consumer durables. So Bharti Airtel next is in telecom business. Oro Pharma is a pharmaceutical company. They are selling drugs or medicines, you could say. Then SRF is another diversified company. This is a very good stock. SRF is very strong stock into the chemicals, textiles, and packaging. Okay. Apart from that, one more sector we need to watch is insurance sector, into which ICICI Lombard is in general insurance. So they provide insurance on cars, house, etc. And SBI Life gives the uh, uh, personal life insurance. So these are the two companies that we need to watch for. So Tata Power is another company which is currently running 200 plus, but yeah, we need to wait for some retracements. But yeah, Tata Power is a good opportunity to play on EV theme, electronic vehicle theme. So these are the large cap stocks. We are going to discuss next the methods to look at them. So yeah, first let's go and check small cap and mid cap stocks as well. So the mid cap stocks are ranging from 5k to 20k crore. Okay, market capitalization. So these are the list of stocks which we are looking at. So Exide or Amar Raja batteries are good for EV, upcoming EV theme, electronic vehicles theme. So whenever this theme going to perform, this is going to be a good opportunity for Exide and Amar Raja battery to grow further. Apart from that, even the Graphite India, which is going to benefit from steel industry as well as from the electronic vehicle business. So Wellspun India is into the textile business. So there is a good chance for textile industry to perform well in the coming days. Then next is MGL Mahanagar Gas Limited, which is into the CNG and LNG business. So they are selling the CNG and LNG, right? So yeah, this is another way for, so before electronic vehicle themes plays out, MGL can capitalize good market. And yeah, in this is present in Maharashtra majorly, and it will be benefiting in terms of gas transmission and selling business, because there are increased demands in uh, CNG vehicles as well, right? And they have a good presence. They are expanding very well. So yeah, MGL is another stock that you need to watch. So Prestige Estate is a reality stock selling the houses. So building and selling the houses. So you need to watch for some reality stocks as well. So this looking very good into the reality space. So Manappuram Finance is NBFC, as you know, as you already know. So Manappuram Finance is giving the loan on gold. So they have very resilient business, or you could say they have very low NPAs and all, because they have gold as a collateral with them. So this is the stock that you need to watch for as well. So let's check the small cap stocks list. So Synent is an IT company which is into the IT business. So yeah, IT space is very good and has grown tremendously and have given the highest return in the IT space, right? Means entire IT sector over the years is the highest return giving the sector. So Synent is the small cap stock that you need to watch for, which can have good growth prospects going ahead. You can do more research on this stock, or you can find some other list of stocks which are into the small cap space. But small cap stocks are very risky. They are into the market capitalization of 1 to 5k crore. And yeah, you need to take very good precautions while selecting small cap and mid cap stocks. They are highly volatile. They can run into upper circuits and lower circuits. So make sure you properly do the research before you do the investment. So BPL is Bansali Engineering and Polymers. So this is one of the stock. This is a chemical stock, and this has very good valuations as well. And the future prospects are looking very bright for BEPL as well. So in a small cap space, this is the chemical stock that you need to look for and do the research on. Then the Goldium International, sorry. So Goldium International is into selling diamonds. So they sell the lab grown diamonds and they have good presence. So since COVID fall, they have like the shares of Goldium International have gained very high. So almost, I think, from 200 odd levels it went to 1000 plus, and then now it's in a correction mode. So yeah, any good correction is a good opportunity to grab this. So if you are looking for some jewelry shares, so this is the one, I think, which you need to look at. Then there is a Praj industry which is majorly into the business of creating ethanols and alcohols. So another theme that we need to watch for is government is thinking of adding ethanol to the petrol. Like currently we are importing oil very much from Gulf countries and all. So there is a huge burden on our economy due to the crude oil import. So in order to reduce the crude oil import, we are going to mix the ethanol into the uh, ethanol into the petrol and diesel, and then we are going to use that in our bikes and cars. So that is going to significantly play out very well for Praj industry, and they are going to set up the biggest ethanol producing factory in coming days. So yeah, there is a expansion plan as well from Praj industry. So we need to look onto that area as well. If you want to play the agriculture theme, then there is a Swaraj Engines, which is into the tractors, selling the tractors. So any growth in the agriculture sector will have directly good opportunity for Swaraj Engines. So so the tractors will have more demand from the agriculture sector as well. So these are the list of stocks that we have discussed. So let's so we have also discussed the method, but let's discuss and see which are the sites that you need to look for to do the analysis, be that fundamental or a technical analysis. So yeah, two sites that we are looking at is one is screener.in. So on screener.in, you can go and create your login account. It's a free site, and then you can go and check each company. So the details of each company are given here. What are their market capitalization, their price, etc., etc. But the key area that you need to look for is about the company. So here all the details about the company are given. So majorly they are drawn from some like some AMC's report, right? Someone has created reports, let's say from, so for example, ICICI Direct has created some report. So some part of it will be added into the key points. Then you will be able to understand company's business. So for example, here you will get to know what Reliance is, what are its business, what are its revenue. So retail business of Reliance is contributing to 21% of its revenue. Digital service business, that is Geo, 9% of revenue. Then refining and marketing business contributes 50%. Then it also gives the detail that Reliance owns Jamnagar refining facility, which is world's largest refining hub. So such kind of details you will get from here. They have petrochemical business like that. So these details will help you to understand what company is doing, what are its business, and this is the way you should be studying the company, knowing its product. So this is the very important part which you need to look at. So apart from that, let's check some other company as well, right? So there are other details as well for with which you can do the analysis, like Reliance has reduced debt by selling the stakes. So these details you can get here in pros and cons. What are its good points, what are its bad points? These details you can check. You can do the peer comparison. You can check the quarterly results as well as profit loss statements and its balance sheet, cash flow, other ratios, shareholding pattern, etc. Right? So these details you can check on screener.in. Apart from that, let's check another company. Maybe for example, let's check Bharti Airtel. Okay, just for an example, let's check Bharti Airtel. So here you will see the details about the Bharti Airtel. So this is one of the world's leading provider of telecommunication services in 18 countries, in representing India, Sri Lanka, and 14 countries in South Africa. So yeah, this is the revenue breakup. So they are majorly earning from mobile in India, right? Then Africa business is 25%, right? So these details you can get from about section on the screener.in. So this is where you should research and know about the company that you are investing in. So yeah, hope you like this method of searching and checking the company details and basic details, right? So this is one site you need to look at. I'll put the link into the description. Apart from that, there is another site called marketsmojo.com, in which you will get basic details, not basic details, more advanced details or more advanced technical analysis. So here you can see that there are 4 dots, as you can see here. So the first dot represents the quality of the company, second dot represents the valuation, and the third dot represents financial performance, and the fourth dot indicates the technical aspects of the share. So yeah, quality wise, how is the company doing, whether the company's quality is good or not. So they give you the details based on the company's quality, like whether it's a market leader or not. And then the valuation front, they compare different parameters like P ratio, they compare uh, price to book value, ROC, these all details they check. In financial trend, they check whether the company has good financial performance since last 1 year and or last quarter. They check that and they give the rating. And then there is a technical aspects in which they check directly different technical indicators like RSI, MACD, and they give the color to the dot. So there are 3 colors to the dot. One is red, second is yellow, and third is green. So red dot means there is a danger, or you could say some risky valuations will be there, or there are some risk associated with the company. Second is a yellow dot, which indicates its company is okay, not doing bad, not doing good kind of company. And the third is green, means it is giving the good signs about the company. So green means the company is good on that particular parameter. So yeah, I think I got logged out. Let me just refresh the page so that we can check about one of the company. Maybe let's check SRF. Okay, so here they give certain overall analysis of the stock and the dashboard. So yeah, these are some parameters that can help you. So here you can see that SRF stock is bullish. Okay, so so currently mildly bullish. SRF stock is mildly bullish. So these are the indicators that are indicating bullish bias for the SRF. Apart from that, you can check other points that are given by the Markets Mojo. High institutional holding, that is 29% of holding is with high institutions. And yeah, so this is giving the consistent returns. Okay, so these details you can get. So let's check the quality section. So under quality, they give the details about management risks, growth, and capital structure. Okay, so these are the points they are considering before giving you the quality. So the company's quality is good as far as the SRF is concerned. Then the valuation part, as I said, they compare P ratio, dividend yield, PEG ratio, EV to sales, okay, and EV to EBITDA. All these details they check and they give the rating. So SRF currently has a bit of risky valuations, very expensive valuations. So stock is trading at premium because, yeah, stock is trading at premium because it has very good growth prospects. So that's why the stock is having the good uh, up move, and it is sustaining that valuations. So expensive valuation does not mean that the stock is like stock is currently not like you cannot invest in the stock. There can be a cases such as Jubilant Foods or Apollo Hospital. They are always trading on high valuations. So such stocks do not correct heavily or do not come to the uh, uh, cheap valuations, right? So such stocks are, you could say, a good stocks where uh, the lot of big investors keep on holding the stocks for longer term. So next is financial trend. So financial trends are considered like whether there is whether the company's PAT is growing, sales are growing or not. So these things are considered while giving the uh, financial trend. So these are the scales: very negative, flat, negative, positive, very positive, and outstanding. These are the scales that are used for rating the financial trend of the stock. So yeah, this is how you should do the fundamental analysis as well as the like qualitative as well as quantitative analysis based on markets mojo stock. Apart from that, you can check the shareholding to understand whether there is any pledging or not in the company. If there is a pledging, then you need to be aware that pledged companies have problems raising the capital, then such companies are bound to have some problems. You should check the FII holdings in the stock, mutual fund holdings in the stock, and promoter holding in the stocks as well. So these are the basic details that you can check. In company's CV, you will get to know basic detail what the company is doing. About the company, you will get to know. So yeah, this is the way you should do the research. So next part is checking the technical analysis. So for that, we are not yet ready with all the shares because the share list is huge, right? For us to do the technical analysis in a single video. So it will take a time. We are going to discuss each one of them one by one. One more important thing that you need to remember while doing the investment is you need to define the list of stocks that you want to invest. So the list of stocks should not be more than uh, 15 to 20. So 15 is a well diversified portfolio. So 10 is aggressive. If you have only 10 stocks from different sectors, that is a bit aggressive portfolio. So some of your stocks may not be highly protected against the market downturns. So having the 15 to 20 stocks is a good case for retail investors, and having more than 20 stocks that impacts the return from your shares, right? So the return curve becomes flat, means you will not get a good returns if you have more than 20 shares, right? That is too much diversification of a portfolio. So do remember these points as well. So let's jump on to the technical aspects. So here we are going to see that we have already like market is already in a correction. So as far as Nifty is concerned, we are going towards 16,000 something, right? So we are already in a correction and we might drop down towards 16,000. That's what we are thinking. So yeah, so technical aspect is you have to go and research each the stocks. So I'm using Elliott wave method. Some people will use only Fibonacci, and some people will rely on price action, and some people will rely on the divergences, positive negative divergences on MACD or RSI. So these are their methods, but my method is based on Elliott wave. So we are going to create further videos for each company in detail going in future. So stay tuned with us, subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Okay, so before we conclude, we'll just check couple of charts. So one method that you have to look at is whether the stock is consolidating, means falling slowly on the downside, like the Reliance is falling slowly on the downside, and or whether the stock is going rapidly down. Okay, so these are the things that you need to check. So like Amar Raja is going rapidly down. So from the top it made of 1,000 rupees, it is down almost 60 to 65%, right? So yeah, you need to understand whether the stock is falling slowly or whether it's falling very rapidly. So based on that, you can use the Fibonacci tool. So Fibonacci tool you can use and look at the levels. If the stock is falling slowly, it will reach only to 0.38 to Fibonacci, okay? Or you could say 38% retracement it will give from the top. If the stock is falling rapidly, it will go to the 0.618 Fibonacci, or okay, or it will fall 50% or more from the top. So these two things that you need to remember while doing the technical analysis, so you can get the levels for entry. Okay, so yeah, sometimes you may make a mistake doing the analysis, and if the stock is falling slowly, you might enter in this level. But yeah, one method you need to do, need to understand while the investment is, you should not invest all in one go. You should split your investment decisions in 2 parts or 4 parts, and do on good correction of good quality stocks, you can add them. Okay, that's what you can remember. So here in this case, Amaraja battery is a good candidate as it has corrected 60%. The quality of the company is also good. So yeah, we can look at 0.600 Fibonacci. So it is near 607, right? So stock has already corrected somewhere near to 585 levels, right? So yeah, so this is the way you have to analyze based on Fibonacci extensions, sorry, Fibonacci retracement. So 38% and 61% retracement you have to consider while going while doing for the investment. So for example, Reliance here is in fourth wave. So looking at this, I'm not expecting a big jump in the stock. But yeah, 1 2 3 4, this is looking like an ending diagonal. It can start the correction somewhere from 2800 levels. Okay, so yeah, we can add here, exit here. So that can be a swing trading. But for long-term investment, we have to wait for certain completion of this ending diagonal, and then correction could come towards 1800 levels, where would be a good opportunity. So 200 is and 1800 are good levels. Sorry, 2000 and 1800 levels are good for Reliance. So this is the one way to do the analysis based on Elliott wave. So yeah, like that we have done the analysis previously on Kotak Bank. So this is the Kotak Bank chart. So it has completed 5-wave sequence post the COVID fall, and now it is in a correction. So I'm looking for it to come towards downside towards another 100 points drop, maybe there 100 200 points. This that will come to the lower end of the channel. Apart from that, HDFC, this is the HDFC chart, which has completed 5-wave sequence. It could drop towards 38% retracement, or even can go downside. But yeah, this zone is looking good for me. So this way I have done the analysis for HDFC Bank as well. ITC, we have already created a video and discussed previously. We were in a view that it is going towards 185, but right now, as I see this correction, this is looking like an ending diagonal pattern in a C wave. So I'm expecting max dip towards 200 odd levels. From there, it should show the jump. So yeah, this is a kind of consolidation we can think of. So it has already broken the 0.38 to Fibonacci. So 0.5 is the next Fibonacci that we can look at. And considering this as a ending diagonal pattern, it may not drop much. Okay, apart from that, Bharti Airtel analysis that we did earlier, somewhere near these levels, we posted the analysis that it is going towards 640. Then the extended target was given. So the target has been hit. So this is one cycle that Bharti Airtel has completed. So it is going to correct towards 600 odd levels on the lower end of channel. So yeah, this is way we have earlier done the analysis and posted our analysis onto the trading view. So next we are going to do the video analysis for all these shares. So stay tuned. So yeah, some of the other stock like Praj Industries creating flags. So this is looking like a triangle structure. Until the D wave is completed and drop is confirmed, we cannot say this is a triangle. But yeah, this is more or less looking like a triangle. Each internal move has 3 waves, ABC internally. So yeah, this is looking a good case of a flag structure on the Praj Industries. So Goldium is falling in the channel. It might soon give a breakout. It has retraced till 0.38 to Fibonacci. And if you consider the time it has taken on the downside, it was consolidating. And here you can see a triple bottom structure as well in the stock. So yeah, it's good, it's at good level, Goldium International. Okay, so that's all on the analysis part of technical front as well as fundamental analysis. I hope you like the analysis. It is not just giving you the list of stocks, it is also telling you how to do the proper research and how to do the investment. So yeah, do like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. See you in another video. Have a great day. Bye bye.